18 was good. It was a little different because we had lost some guys, like the Boston guys didn't come back. We had added a couple new players, Cam, Morgan.
You know, the Royale were a playoff team the season before I joined, and I was really hoping that by joining I could help get the Royale over that hump into the next level and deeper and further into the playoffs and see that success.
I come to a team that the year prior makes the playoffs, right? And they're looking to make a jump and improve. And, you know, I come here hoping to help the team get better. I should have helped us move up, not move backwards.
I never felt like I was able to play to the best of my personal capability. And so there was a lot of self-disappointment in that I wasn't able to help the Royale go further, and even we took a step back. And so I felt a lot of personal responsibility for that.
But I think there was a lot of hope going into the season that we would make a good push and at least make the playoffs, since that's what we did last year. I think there's a lot of hype around DC with Rowan. I don't know if he won the MVP that year or what was the deal.
Flyers are going to be really comfortable with, and they want to force.
Noah Saul fires cross field, and McDonald rises up for the Callahan. Deep shot to the end zone, and Rowan McDonald. Didn't take long, 3 seconds to go, and the shot goes up. Anthony McLean to the end zone. It was tipped and caught by McDonald. Fires looking for McDonald, end zone, he's got it!
And then their coach, Daryl, he's an amazing coach, and he proves it.
But I had only arrived like 4 days beforehand, so I barely even had a chance. I hadn't met everybody yet, and so I'm meeting them like in the locker room and introducing and just trying to figure things out, you know. And then we're playing this game, and it was cold, it was snowing, and because DC had beaten Montreal the year before, so I could feel there was something special about this game, even though I hadn't been a part of it.
Calm down before you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you, because I stand tall like I'm on my tiptoes. Baby, you think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Ain't where the money at. Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. And I'm the type of I'ma change my number on ya. Yeah, that's how you react when people took a slumber on you. Pretty brown skin, baby, I can see the summer on you. You see all the bread, and I know it make you wonder, don't you, don't you, don't you? Ooh, I ain't surprised at all. Seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief. I finally got some peace. Carry on, but please don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it. No, I need to beat it before you mess up the mood. Yeah, ooh, I worked too hard for it, and I need it, so please don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it. Don't mess up the mood.
Yeah, and when we won, just you could feel I was so pumped. It was like I was like part of the team that had lost the year before and got this revenge, even though I had nothing to do with it. And because the energy from everybody else, it really stuck out to me. And I was like, oh, this is going to be really fun.
Yeah, the first game I remember was sweet. We had high expectations, and then it definitely shot my expectations even higher. And I remember thinking, like, this is going to be a sweet year. And I remember going up to Cam after and being like, let's fucking go. I started with Montreal in 2017, and just living in Burlington, the Burlington Frisbee scene is good. It's fine. But then the closest highly competitive team was Montreal. So
the Royal had asked me before about coming in an earlier season, and I just wasn't able to make it happen logistically. I was in school over here and a bunch of reasons. So that got the idea percolating in my head and got me sort of thinking about it. Just being a part of a totally different team was a really exciting opportunity, you know, a team where I didn't really know how things operated, being in a new city. The fans of Montreal are always like talked about as the best fans in the whole league. That was a really exciting, and the whole thing just sounded like a really exciting adventure.
So I've thought about moving either to Vancouver or Toronto in the past. Montreal was never really on my list, and that previous summer I went to France to play at Beach Worlds, and that was the first time that anyone approached me about playing for the Royal. I think it was Max Guy approached me. Getting to know the teammates and the people around the team, both, you know, the owners, the coaches, the teammates, was amazing. Getting to meet a lot of people that I've played against for a long time was enjoyable.
The people were incredible. The people who are involved in the team, the coaches, the support staff, the players, you know, every single person I met who was involved with the Royal in every capacity was just incredible people, and they were so loving and warm and welcoming. I felt so welcomed. I felt like I was immediately a part of the family.
Toutes les fucking trainings qu'on fait depuis genre 3 mois, genre c'est là que ça sort, ok? On va dans leur tête, on va une fucking tête pour le prochain point, on va chercher ça, et on va en face, ils ont fucking peur, on a rien à perdre, go, come on! That's the dude! 1-2 win! 1-2 win!
The comeback win in Ottawa, where Malik caught it with like no time on the clock to go to overtime. That was such a hectic fourth quarter. I mean, I don't really remember a lot of it, to be honest.
Malik got that goal to end regulation and force overtime, and then we ended up beating them.
It was just like one of those games where like, we need to win this game. We felt like it was a must win, and somehow scored with like, I think we pulled it with like 12 seconds left or something ridiculous, 20 seconds left, and got the turn and the goal. The emotion of that, it just felt like that at that moment is like, maybe we've taken a turn here for the better, and like maybe we can explode from here. Like there's so much momentum and positivity and excitement from that specific, you know, whatever 12 points it was or so, where like we started the comeback and then finished it off in overtime. That was definitely a highlight. Plus, it was just one of the craziest comebacks I've ever been a part of.
His competitive level was so awesome, and just like his fire and his care. He's that guy, like, I don't think I've ever seen him not try 100% in every single drill, every single run. You know, he's doing his warm-up, you know, I mean, warm-ups are slow, but he's doing it like 100%, like he's focused, he's dialed in, he's there. and I love that. I love that about him. We were at practice, and this is one of the first practices that Nas was at, because he missed the first couple. He was still in France, and he was like, he basically just sort of like looked at me, and he just had that I want to kick the shit out of you kind of look in the and I love that. That gets me jacked. So I was like, oh, let's go. And the rest of that practice kept marking each other, and we're just beating the crap out of each other for 2 hours, and it was so much fun. And I was like, oh, I love this guy so much. This guy's gonna be great.
I don't know if we lost confidence or what it was, and it always seemed like the team, like the starting lineup was changing a lot. So I don't know if we could ever really get like full chemistry. Obviously there was injuries and stuff, so you got to move it around, and when we're losing, you got to change something up.
Hey, it's a game that's kind of like like body blows. So like, it's gonna go back and forth. It's a beautiful fucking game, but it's something we've been waiting for a long time, to have this kind of like back and forth game. So it's just a matter of time that all this defensive pressure that you guys are fucking putting on is gonna start going our way. So keep it up. Stay fighting on the sideline. Let's go win this fucking game. Let's go! Come on, boys!
Fuck, that's stressful. You know what I saw from the sideline? There's two things I saw that impressed me the most. The first was, I thought today for the first time in 8 games, the coaches were giving players jobs to do on the field, and we were executing that exact job. The game plan, the jobs, everything the coaches had been telling us to do, as individuals, we were actually executing them. As a team, we were executing them. And that was awesome to see the O-line struggle at the beginning, make an adjustment, and then see everybody on the same page of the adjustment, and then fucking carrying the team through the rest of the second half when we were struggling to get blocks. It was fucking awesome. So kudos to everybody for fucking using your brains, listening to the coaches, trusting the leadership, implementing it, and fucking kicking ass. That looked awesome. It's fun. It's easy when we do that stuff. The second thing I saw was just a fucking desire. Fucking every single player busting their ass off. Quinton lost fucking studs in his cleat. He was running so hard. But just like guy after guy after guy, the sideline in it the whole time, supporting everybody, everybody supporting each other, and just fucking a man to a man running as fucking hard as they could. Guys coming off because they were hurt, because they were fucking making crazy plays out there. Dudes just so bagged after every point. You should be so bagged after every point. Right? Our fitness is gonna get us back so we can play the next point, but at the end of every point, you should be fucking dead dog tired. It was awesome to see everybody just fucking killing themselves for this team, so. Whew, fuck.
Il faut que je comprenne qu'est-ce qu'on fait, là. Alors, en ce moment, est-ce que ce qui est filmé, tu vas mettre ça à quelque part? C'est quoi ton projet, là? Je suis pas, là, excuse-moi. Quand j'ai décidé de faire l'aventure du Royal, j'étais un kid, là.
Ok Frank, tu viens de faire ton inscription officielle. On s'en va où en ce moment?
On s'en va prendre la photo officielle.
Excellent, je te suis.
J'avais 17 ans, c'était en 2014. Fait que quand j'ai pris la décision de sauter, de faire le gros saut vers la UDL, ben, j'étais encore un enfant. J'étais allé au tryout du Royal. Moi, dans ma tête, c'était juste j'y vais pour une expérience. Puis finalement, au tryout, ça avait full bien été. Puis j'étais comme, je pense que je pourrais peut-être faire l'équipe. Puis là, moi, je travaillais au Canadian Tower dans le département de la chasse et de la pêche. Puis là, le téléphone sonne. Puis genre, c'est Pat Gratton qui m'annonçait que j'avais été pris dans l'équipe. C'était l'attrait, c'était un peu le fait de vouloir suivre mes idoles qui étaient Beau, Compé, Dion. Je les voyais partir. Puis je me suis dit, j'ai envie de vivre ça avec mes idoles. Fait que je me suis lancé comme la première dans le projet. En 2018, c'était des hauts et des bas. Genre des moments d'euphorie, des moments de bonheur. Ça a été une saison bien spéciale, mais moi, personnellement, c'est l'édition du Royal où j'ai eu l'impression de vivre une vraie belle chimie d'équipe avec tout ce qu'on avait de besoin pour être une belle équipe. Genre l'expérience que Morgan apportait, la foule des jeunes. Il y avait le Royal existait depuis plusieurs années. Les propriétaires savaient plus ce qu'ils faisaient, les coachs savaient plus ce qu'ils faisaient. Fait que moi, ça a été ma plus belle expérience. Ça a été la dernière année, mais overall, j'ai été bien satisfait pareil.
An absolutely gorgeous evening for Ultimate here in Montreal. Welcome to Claude Robillard Stadium for the New York Empire at 4-2 and the Montreal Royal at 4-4. As you look at the East Division standings, Toronto still at the top, but no longer perfect after their loss down in DC last week. Only 3 of these 6 teams will make the playoffs, and it is very close.
Let's start this game hot, and let's ride it to the fucking finish.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go! Let's go!
Woo!
Bo Kittredge, Ben Yacht, Connor Klein, Matt Arletta, and Josh Aloro. The Empire in the dark receiving. Bright sunny day, but there is a swirling breeze, Brian, which we saw give these teams, both of them, fits during warm-up. The disc doing a lot of popping up and down. halfway point.
They couldn't have played any worse in Montreal. Playing great.
That's not enough. I want to punch them in the fucking face. That's just a taste. Let's keep fucking grinding this shit out right now, okay? We know how to do this. Let's finish it. Let's fucking go.
Kevin becoming more of a leader was nice. He was definitely a leader in 2017, but I don't know if it was more just the title. And then 2018, he definitely stepped up, kind of like communicating with the coaches and then relaying that information to all the guys on the team. And just like calling plays and being more of a general on the field instead of just being like, I'm the captain, that's it. He's like, no, I'm the fucking captain, listen to me.
Vogel shooting deep, a couple targets there. That throw keeps on going, and it's Steve Bonneau running it down for the Royale. Burden, Hammer, looking for Hibert, and he's got it. Philip Bisson, 19-year-old, youngest member of the Royale, as Garvey fires deep, and that disc is intercepted. Another tough one-handed grab, and the Royale convert again.
It's still not fucking enough, right? Yeah. We're still fucking hungry. Yeah. I don't want to punch them. I want to knock them fucking out. Yeah. Right? Let's fucking finish this game with some fucking swagger. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go, no names.
Quinlan takes a deep shot. Kenton Bonneau chased by Ryan Drost. And it's Bonneau again. Up the line, Vogel is in the end zone for Montreal. The only tie was at 1-1, 2 minutes into the game. Looking for Kittredge, and it's ripped away by Mike Voelpel. Vogel, Godere breaks the mark. Vallée is there. And into the red zone in 2 throws. Quinlan wings it to the end zone. This one is going to hang up, and oh goodness! And by Vogel was inbounds. Where did he come from? What an exclamation point there for the Montreal Royale, and then the drop from Klein, looking to the end zone. Tremblay, Jonka. Montreal pouring it on right now, on their way to a statement win on their home field. Lamar looking for Drost. And it's Bonneau defensively. Montreal a winner tonight, 26-22.
I'm really fucking proud of you, but that's the start. That's the fucking start of this shit. We got a lot of fucking work to do in the coming weeks. Enjoy this shit, but I'm so excited to get back to work with you guys. Fucking congratulations, guys.
He definitely put in 100% of his time to making the team as good as it could be.
The one guy that I'd say that like stood out that I knew absolutely nothing about, never seen before, is Phil Bisson. I mean, what a freak.
That kid is talented, and he was young, but you could just see the raw talent.
So quiet. I never really got to talk to him that much, but the things he could do on the field were athletically very impressive, and he just had that quiet intensity about him that I just really appreciated, really enjoyed watching.
Second. Down late, pass. Oh, and that is Dina.
We were practicing the end of quarter drills, right? And so we loaded up the offense with who would be the tall, best jumpers. And he's a pretty athletic guy. And I think he was kind of a little bummed that he didn't get included in the offensive group. So he was a part of the defensive group. And I was like, look, dude, this is what you got to do. This is your job now. You're on defense. I was like, I want you to ruin this drill. Like, here's your goal is you need to screw this up for them because they're trying to do this. And your whole job is, I don't even want them to get a shot here. Like, and so he comes running down and they go to line up for a huck and he jumps in the lane and he just blocks it before it even gets off. And he's so jacked and he's like super pumped. And I was like, yeah, that's my boy. I was like, all right, do it again. And he's just busting his ass down on the pole. He's working so hard. And I can't remember how he got the second block. It might have just been a hand block. He might have just been on the mark. But again, they didn't even get the disc into the end zone. And he's just like screwing everything up in the most positive, awesome way. And he has so much talent and he's really, really smart. And he's just starting to figure it out, I think. Like, he's just starting to piece it together. And I had no idea who he was beforehand. And I was just, every time I saw him, I loved everything he did. And I'm really excited to see him blossom into, he could be just a total superstar going forward. We had this big, huge comeback in the fourth quarter to beat New York in New York. And it was so much fun. I remember, and it was one of those real grindy kind of games where people just kept making plays, and we fought back and held on to the end. And we had not started the game very well.
Now there ain't nothing to it. Go ahead and bring a lot on. Ain't no giant, I ain't going fire on. Catch a fade, you I'm wrong. I'm going.
Hey, it's okay if we're pushing a guy out and we want to be right there, but right now we're not right there on those deep shots. A little tough from the mark. We need to make those hucks harder. And downfield, we have to be fucking closer. Don't bite so hard on the under. Maybe play a little bit more even to start. Push them, like, be fucking aggressive on the under, but let's make sure they don't get 3-4 steps on the deep. We gotta be tighter. It's too fucking easy for them right now.
Take seats. I hate to be the one say I ain't keep a hunt. Glad you changing me, we major league. They pay to see the way that we come and compete. It's clear to me, talking off and me. You say the least, you better believe we been through the ringer, been through to them arenas. Menu that's for dinner or the ring of 5 fingers. And the difference that's between us, read it written in subpoenas. So in other words, the game that need us, we just reinvigorated. A little agitated, had to get them activated. What kind of active ain't it? My occupation got more agitated, but I'm obligated later. Rest the conversation, be an understatement just to say that this is all me, ain't got much to do with who you are. Yeah, keeping it true to from the day I already knew that, so here we go.
And it really felt like one of those games where the whole team was we were just together. Because sometimes you can win and it just happens. Sometimes you lose and you're fragmented. But this was one of those where it was kind of like we felt like we were all in the trenches getting dirty together. And it was a very enjoyable experience.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Claude Robillard Sports Complex, where the Montreal Royal, the home team here, will take on the New York Empire in a game that will decide who is in the top spot. Looking to the playoffs, the winner of this game will take over third place in the East and have the best chance to make the playoffs and control their destiny heading into the postseason.
One factor that will definitely impact the game today is the weather. It is hot and muggy in Montreal, and New York have played yesterday a game in Ottawa, which is about 2-hour drive from Montreal. They won, but still we know how hard it is to get 2 wins straight in a back-to-back weekend.
If you're on the East Coast, you know just how hot it is right now. 100 degrees in New York City. Here in Montreal, a little cooler, but very humid. We're inside and it's humid, so. Tipped and knocked down for this Montreal team. 9 assists in the 2 games against New York. There's Bonneau looking for an assist right now. He's got it. Just past midfield. Quinlan, monster throw to the back of the end zone and a big contact from Babbitt, and it's still, they'll throw the centering pass, comes back, got to get rid of it, and the disc goes up. It's into the end zone. Oh, it's caught for the score. What a play.
Morgan Hibert landing with the disc after a great pull from...
Let's help this team out. As a D-line, we need to fucking step up right now. That means every single guy, shut him fucking down. Take pride in the fact that you guys did not touch the disc.
Instead, sneaks a little round backhand through the middle, and it goes around. Price finds Babbitt. New York gets the break. Garvey looking deep, and it's no problem. Meeser there. New York scores as Meeser sneaks behind the defense. I'm not sure what it is. And Vogel clearly caught that in bounds. Bonneau throws to the end zone. It should absolutely be caught, and it's perhaps the best chance in the East behind Toronto to make the playoffs. Because given the Breeze's loss, as a huck goes up and drops in beautifully.
Come on, boys! Come on, boys!
It's the fucking defense!
Go! Go, Gante!
Run now! 20 secondes, Gante!
Get on your fucking guy! Play some defense! Let's go, Kevin! Stop fucking jogging! Fuck! That's fucking embarrassing! All of you! You're jogging! Are you a veteran? You're jogging! Are you a veteran? Care! Are you a veteran? Care! I do care. Care! Fucking move my... Guys.
I don't view anybody differently. I don't treat anyone differently. Whether you're, a guy on the bench playing a couple points a game or not even dressing, or you're the superstar of the team, my expectations of you are the same, and my expectations of you are the same that I place on myself. I don't expect anything from anybody that I don't or wouldn't expect from myself. And for me, it can be as simple as it's just effort. In that particular moment, I probably felt like he wasn't giving his full effort, and he's an incredible, talented player who I know can reach certain levels, and that'll upset me if I feel like you're not giving your full effort. And I mean your full effort in every single point, in every single thing. I don't care how meaningless you think it may be. To me, it needs to be 100% every single drill, every practice, every game, and those are the expectations that I hold of myself and hold of my teammates as well.
The final 2 games for the Royale, they're on the road against Toronto next weekend. Really for them, they just got to look ahead of the next game, because 2 wins, you get those wins, you're still going to have a shot.
So if you want to do more, it's now. If you want to win this game, it's now again. Do your job. Do your fucking job.
so many ugly ways. Thought that we could stay the same. Find a way through night and rain. And the promises we made lead to lies and lead to pain. You slowly seem to float away.
I really wanted to come back for a second year. As tough as the season was in terms of performance on my point and for the team, I really thought we had a good base. I was really looking forward to what we can do the next year. Fortunately and unfortunately, I got a sweet job offer in Winnipeg that I couldn't pass up. That's the reason why I came back, but I was so ready to rock at least 1 or 2 more seasons with the Royal. So,
you know, I can't emphasize enough how kind and warm every person that is involved with the Royal in Montreal was that I met. You know how welcoming they were, whether it was letting me stay at their place or giving me rides or showing me around town, the kindness, the love. From every part of the organization. It was so loving and so welcoming, and it is just a really awesome, special feeling when people extend that to you. My understanding is that the way everyone treated me wasn't really anything special. That's just the way everybody is and the way they treat each other, and it's just a really, really cool group of people involved in it, and I think it's really special.
Playing the inédit was amazing. Playing in front of all the Montreal fans was amazing. Definitely some of the more enjoyable game experiences I've ever had, playing in front of the Montreal fans.
So it was a special thing going on there, and I'm really, really proud to have had an opportunity to be a part of it, even just for a short while.
Couldn't be happier about how everyone kind of took me in and accepted me and made me part of the team. It was a great experience.